So now I'm going to go on to a writer demo. So I'm going to go into a transformer import. So this is basically taken as read that we could write data into Smallworld. I just want to target the possibly one of the most complex aspects of writing data into Smallworld, and that's that it actually has its own unique value allocators. So I will have source data that has a unique key on a parent and a child. In this case, I have a transformer, and I have a transformer unit. On the transformer unit, I then have a key, which is the transformer ID, which is a foreign key to the transformer parent. Okay, the source data in this case is all valid in that the transformer ID is valid, the transformer unit ID is valid, and the foreign key is correctly linked to the transformer. But when we load the data into Smallworld, everyone will appreciate that unique value allocators in Smallworld will automatically generate new ID values for the transformers and the transformer units. So the example I'm going to show here is how we can set up the Spatial Biz plugin with a little help from this transformer in the middle called a FeatureBlocker to allow it to read in data, allow key generators to run correctly, and then automatically update foreign key values to ensure that relationships are persisted. Okay, so basically, one of the key aspects of writing data into Smallworld where we want to maintain that relationship is to actually order the data correctly. Now, the FFS data source does not necessarily have a way of controlling order, or there is not a way of actually saying this one has to go before this one. You can order them within the workspace, but sometimes it's kind of hard to make sure you've got that right. So we have a little transformer that's been built called a FeatureBlocker, which means the parent object, the blocker object, the transformer, they will be fed into this blocker, and they will block all transformer units until they've finished running. So basically the transformers come in, they run out, they go into the database. When they're done, regardless of whatever order the data came in here, the transformer units will then be allowed to go through, and they will be allowed to pass through. And so that's one of the main cruxes. We need to get the data to load in order. The second part of it is this ability to go and search for the old key value and replace it with whatever is the new key value that was generated when the feature was inserted. So we have this concept of a record finder, which is a macro. Within the Spatial Biz plugin, macros are basically procedures that are run within Smallworld. They're prefixed with the @ sign. So this just means when you are, and we'll just open it up so you can see it, the record finder macro, what it will do is it will find an electric transformer where the ID is equal to the transformer ID that was fed in from the source object, and it will find that record, its old version of the record, in the caching system that's used as records are loaded, and it will then replace the representation of the transformer as a foreign key object with the new transformer that was generated. So the record finder, when it runs, will hunt within the database in Smallworld and say, this is the object that you created that used to be called this is what it's now called, and I will offer up this new value into the foreign key and set it up so that it will automatically run. So now when I run this, I'm going to read, and there's only a couple of objects here. So there's two transformers, two transformer units. They go over here, they go into there. So I'm now just going to open up this database so you can see what it looks like. This is the geographic representation of the area here. It's actually around this area here that were the transformers that I set up to do this work against. And I'm now just going to roll forward. My database, and we should see the transformers pop up now at this point. So there's the transformers that have now come in. They were loaded into this FME alternative. So now when I select one, you'll see the attributes are there, and the transformer units are automatically populated. I click on the transformer units, and it shows me the transformer unit object that was pulled in and saved there. And the same goes for this one up here. So that's basically, it's a bit hard to kind of demonstrate that kind of complexity, but that's probably one of the most complex aspects of actually writing data into Smallworld, and the area that I wish to focus on.